global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello guys, welcome back. Still talking about the crisis in Rivers State and also PDP. A lot of people have been saddened by the media chat of Wike. As much as his supporters were excited about what he had to say, that no one can expel him from PDP, he has to sit back and fight for injustice and all of that. But it didn't go well with some of the top guys who have been there working together and watching him grow from nothing to something today. Wike is not the alpha and omega of PDP. Let's be frank, and I believe he knows it also. But then the way he talked yesterday or 2 days ago was quite troubling, and reactions have come in from other stakeholders who have made their stand very clear about the high-handedness of Wike, and they have also made some very strong suggestions. We're going to be looking at that in a jiffy. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos.
In an open letter to the People's Democratic Party, PDP, media mogul and politician Dino Melaye, as of some few minutes ago, expressed his deep concerns about the behavior of a prominent member of the party. Melaye, in his usual forthright manner, criticized the unnamed member for publicly berating the party and its leadership during a live television appearance. A report has it that the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, on Wednesday criticized some leaders of the PDP who met with the governor of Rivers State, Sim Fubara. There has been speculations that Fubara might dump the PDP due to the crisis in Rivers State political space. Dino Melaye, in his letter, noted that a figure who have risen through the ranks of PDP to a position of prominence has reportedly lambasted fellow members, even referring to them as vampires. He emphasized that while political parties may have disagreements, it is critical to maintain decorum and respect for the institution that had played a significant role in shaping the individual's career. In his letter, Melaye questioned the necessity of forming a reconciliation committee within the party, arguing that politics, like religion or marriage, it is a voluntary act and members should be free to leave if they are frustrated. Now, however, he condemned the behavior of trying to bring the roof down and acting as if one person owns the entire party. Melaye further lamented that the party almost lost the governor due to the inflated ego of a single individual. Calling for a greater humility and respect among party members, he pointed out that just as others helped this prominent figure in the past, it is essential to reciprocate that goodwill rather than treating others like slaves or holding them to ransom. Melaye concluded his letter by warning that if past leaders had displayed the same level of indiscipline, there would have been no PDP for the current leaders to inherit. Let me quote him word for word. He said, "Yesterday, I watched with every sense of wonderment and amazement as a prominent member of PDP breathed fire and brimstone live on television, daring anyone to expel him from the political party that made him everything he is today, virtually from ground zero. What was worse, he lambasted some unnamed members of PDP and even called them vampires. Lord have mercy. About the same time, some of our members were elsewhere, swearing in members of disciplinary and reconciliation committees. While I would understand the need for a disciplinary committee, I saw no need for the so-called reconciliation committee. Politics, like religion or marriage, is a voluntary act. It is your right to quit any political party if and when you're tired and frustrated, and you may choose to rejoin at any time. You won't be the first or the last, but it is the height of indiscipline to bring the roof down and create impression that you are the sole owner of one of Africa's biggest political parties. What chicanery!" But he didn't stop there. He said, "We almost lost one of our governors last week because of the voluptuous ego of one man who loves to play God. Helping a man to power is no reason to treat anyone like a slave or hold him permanently to ransom. Some people helped you too, and today you are no longer friends with them. If every leader before you behaved in this unruly manner, there would have been no state for you to inherit and misappropriate. PDP needs to wake up from its deep slumber. PDP is extremely lucky that APC has not been an attractive option since it grabbed power. Otherwise, many politicians would have been lost to them. Time is running out. Our party and friends in other opposition parties should seize this moment to collaborate and rescue Nigeria from APC. Let us pray for our country as it speeds down the slope. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Those are the words of Dino Melaye.
Wow, this is a very touching, and it's straight to the point. He just hit the nail on the head. But as much as you lambast Wike and use every word to describe his high-handedness, the reason why PDP is in the hands of one man is because some of the key stakeholders had enjoyed the buffet of sitting on the fence. Let's tell ourselves the truth here. Wike has always, Edo State Wike, Port Harcourt Wike, Akwa Ibom Wike, everywhere Wike. And he's not just going there empty-handed. You see him using the resources of his state to see how he can salvage other states. And this is one of the things that other stakeholders were never doing. So after a while, he's been able to secure enough structure, whether we like it or not. In Rivers State, he has a structure. I can also assure you that in other states of the Federation, he has a structure. Now, he didn't even just stop by hanging around his state to get enough structure. He had been able to dive in, go through all the holes and, the veins of the party, the National Working Committee, as much as from what we have heard, 12 members are doing his bidding. Fubara is just left with like 3, you understand. The sitting governor, sitting chairman, Demagom, is, he's number 1 man. And come on, what were you guys doing all this while? Atiku just barely spoke. He hardly speaks, things are happening and he's the leader of the party. Come on. And a lot of things have been happening. No response. Imagine Fubara, it took Ikenga and the fact that they have been flying news of his possible defection to another party, that is when the board of trustee had to pay a visit to him. How about all this while that there was this battle? No one was able to come in and say, let us do this, let us do that. What were we expecting?
And the funny part is that this is the very best time, the best season that PDP can actually get back rulership. Nigerians, with due respect to APC and the lovers of APC, Nigerians are literally tired of APC simply because they have really not brought to life the promises they made to Nigerians. They said renewed hope. We are literally seeing renewed shege. Much as we'll say the president and the government is trying, but the grassroots are not feeling the impact. With due respect, they could be giving us figures of what has happened, but in reality, there is hunger in the land. And any party that is strong enough, you don't even need push. Just use the campaign promises of this present disposition, and you will forget the day. And PDP will have been best positioned to do that, but they are busy fighting internally, getting themselves all worked up over one man who may, if they do not take decisive decision now and discipline him, so that PDP can be very attractive for most politicians as a final place of their political career. Because if they keep saying this internal squabbles that they can't even hold one man is holding the whole party to ransom, nobody wants to put their political life on the line over that same particular issue, because they don't see life in PDP. But they need to tackle this so that they can be able to become a formidable force, strong enough to fight against APC when the time comes.
Wow. Now, another thing that disturbs me is the fact that Wike has not pretended as though he was in APC working for PDP. We've not seen anything like that. What we see there is him singing the praises of the current administration of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how he had given him free hands to operate as the FCT minister.
That's praises.
That's praises, which therefore means I can't trade him for anything. Come 2023, as long as this government, or sorry, this party is under my grip, we all will have to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC. And it's very glaring because, if the entirety of the party, let's put one and two together, if the entirety of the party is being controlled by Wike, and it happens that this whole thing keep on moving like this till 2027. The national man is his own and everything. PDP have nothing to offer. Let's tell ourselves the truth, because he was going to make sure that he frustrates whoever that will come out as a presidential aspirant or presidential candidate.
I want to ask a very silly question. Is it that the Constitution have no space where they can expel an erring member?
They just created a disciplinary and reconciliation committee. But unfortunately, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than the other. And that's the situation. The animal farm situation is what we are going to be seeing in PDP, because you can discipline any other person. We've heard people being kicked out of the party because of anti-party activity, but we've seen here Wike is totally anti-party kind of. We've seen him, for you to have a position in another government and you claim you're working for Nigeria. How about the party itself? So it's not even important. That is enough for anybody to be kicked out, but they're not doing it. So which means that guy is like, I'm the owner of the party, I detect what happened in the party, and nobody can discipline me. That's just a game.
Honestly, I have no problem with Wike working for APC in as much as he's working for Nigeria. It's the way he goes about it that's the problem. Because the whole essence of APC, PDP, APP, LP is just to work for Nigeria and Nigerians. So if he's doing the right thing, why not? But the fact that he's going about it, truncating all the effort of his party, is what makes it appalling.
No, for me, it's not appalling. You know why? Because how can you say you're loyal to a particular government and you don't frustrate anything that will kick that government out of power? Come on. If it's loyal, it's something that any normal person will understand. If I am loyal, I'm working for a particular person, I will make sure that anybody who wants to hoist him out of power, I stop them with every power that I have, and then I have control over one of the strongest opposition party in the country. I will work against the opposition party because I am enjoying this sudden romance with my new leader who is in the opposition. So that's the situation.
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.